From the loyal companionship of a golden retriever, whose gentle eyes and wagging tail can melt even the coldest of hearts, to the playful antics of a Labrador bounding across the yard with unbridled joy, dogs have earned their place as cherished members of our families. Their boundless energy and unwavering loyalty make them more than just pets. They are integral parts of our lives, often considered family members in their own right. Throughout history, humans have formed deep bonds with these furry companions, often attributing human-like emotions to their beloved dogs. This anthropomorphism, the attribution of human traits, emotions, or intentions to non-human entities, has been a common practice. We see our dogs as extensions of ourselves, projecting our feelings onto them and interpreting their behaviors through a human lens. We see a wagging tail and interpret it as happiness, a universal sign of joy and contentment. This simple gesture can brighten our day, making us feel connected to our canine friends in a profound way. A whimpering sound is often seen as sadness, a plea for comfort or a sign of distress. We rush to their side, offering solace and reassurance, believing that our presence can ease their pain. And a growl, though sometimes playful, can be interpreted as anger or frustration. This vocalization can serve as a warning or a playful challenge, depending on the context. But how accurate are these interpretations? Are we truly understanding our dogs, or are we merely projecting our own emotions onto them? The complexity of canine behavior often leaves us questioning the accuracy of our interpretations. Do dogs truly experience emotions in the same way humans do? This question has sparked debates and discussions among pet owners, veterinarians, and scientists alike. While dogs undoubtedly exhibit behaviors that suggest emotional states, the extent to which these emotions mirror human experiences remains a topic of ongoing research. The question of animal emotions, particularly those of dogs, has fascinated scientists and philosophers for centuries. From ancient philosophers who pondered the nature of animal souls, to modern researchers using advanced technology, the quest to understand canine emotions has been a long and evolving journey. While our ancestors may have relied on intuition and observation to understand their canine companions, modern science offers us a more nuanced understanding of the inner lives of dogs. Advances in neuroscience and behavioral science have provided new insights into how dogs think, feel, and interact with the world around them. Through rigorous research and careful observation, we are beginning to unravel the mysteries of the canine mind. Studies involving brain scans, hormone analysis, and behavioral experiments are shedding light on the emotional capacities of dogs, revealing a complex and rich inner world, and gain a clearer picture of their emotional world. Dogs, like humans, are social animals. They form bonds, experience joy, and suffer from stress and anxiety. Understanding these emotions not only helps us build stronger relationships with our pets, but also improves their overall well-being. By recognizing and responding to their emotional needs, we can ensure that our furry friends lead happy, fulfilling lives. As we continue to explore the depths of canine emotions, one thing remains clear. The bond between humans and dogs is a testament to the power of empathy and companionship. Whether through a wagging tail, a playful bark, or a gentle nuzzle, dogs communicate with us in ways that transcend words, reminding us of the simple joys of unconditional love and friendship. In the end, our long history of interpreting dog emotions is a reflection of our desire to connect with these remarkable animals. As we learn more about their emotional lives, we not only become better pet owners but also more compassionate beings, capable of understanding and appreciating the rich tapestry of emotions that make up the lives of our canine companions. For much of human history, the dominant view of animals, championed by the influential philosopher René Descartes, posited that they were essentially complex machines devoid of true emotions or consciousness. Descartes, a towering figure in the realm of philosophy and science, introduced a mechanistic view of the natural world that extended to all living beings. He argued that animals, unlike humans, lacked a soul, and therefore could not experience emotions or pain in the way humans do. This perspective was revolutionary at the time and had far-reaching implications for the study of biology and the treatment of animals. This mechanistic view, prevalent in the 17th century, held that animals lacked the capacity for subjective experiences like joy, fear, or sadness. Descartes' ideas were widely accepted and influenced many scientists and thinkers of his time. The notion that animals were mere automata, responding to stimuli without any internal experience, became a cornerstone of early scientific thought. This belief was not just a philosophical stance but also a practical one, affecting how animals were used in experiments and daily life. Instead, their behaviors were seen as purely reflexive responses to external stimuli, driven by instinct rather than feeling. For instance, a dog wagging its tail or barking was interpreted as a mechanical reaction devoid of any emotional content. This view reduced animals to the status of unfeeling objects akin to machines that could be manipulated and controlled without ethical considerations. The idea that animals operated purely on instinct and reflexes was used to justify a wide range of practices, from hunting to vivisection. Descartes' contemporary, Nicolas de Malebranche, further solidified this perspective, arguing that animals were incapable of experiencing pain. Malebranche, a philosopher and theologian, took Descartes' ideas even further by asserting that animals' reactions to injury were entirely mechanical. He believed that when an animal appeared to be in pain, it was merely a complex series of physical reactions, much like the workings of a clock or a machine. This view was not only accepted but also propagated by many scholars and practitioners of the time. He believed their seemingly pained reactions to injury were merely mechanical responses, much like the whirring of gears in a clock. This analogy was powerful and persuasive, leading many to adopt a similar stance. The idea that animals did not truly suffer allowed people to use them in ways that would be considered cruel by today's standards. It provided a convenient justification for practices that caused harm to animals, as their suffering was deemed non-existent or irrelevant. This perspective had a profound impact on the way animals were treated, often justifying their exploitation and mistreatment. The Cartesian view led to a widespread acceptance of animal experimentation, hunting for sport, and other forms of exploitation. Animals were seen as resources to be used for human benefit, without moral or ethical concerns. This legacy of viewing animals as unfeeling machines persisted for centuries, influencing not only scientific research but also cultural attitudes towards animals. It wasn't until much later, with the advent of modern animal rights movements and advances in our understanding of animal behavior, that these views began to be seriously challenged and reconsidered. The 19th century marked a turning point in our understanding of the animal kingdom with the groundbreaking work of Charles Darwin. His observations and meticulous research laid the foundation for a new era in the study of life on Earth. Darwin's journey on the HMS Beagle, where he collected numerous specimens and made detailed notes, was instrumental in shaping his revolutionary ideas. His theory of evolution by natural selection proposed a revolutionary idea. Humans and animals were not fundamentally different but rather shared a common ancestor. This concept was radical at the time, challenging the prevailing views of creationism and the fixed nature of species. Darwin's theory suggested that all living organisms are connected through a vast, branching tree of life, with each branch representing a different evolutionary path. This challenged the long-held belief in a strict separation between humans and other species. It implied that the traits we often consider uniquely human, such as intelligence, emotions, and social behaviors, might also be present in other animals to varying degrees. This idea was both fascinating and controversial, sparking debates and further research into the nature of life itself. Darwin's work paved the way for a more empathetic view of animals, suggesting that the capacity for emotion might not be unique to humans, but rather a product of our shared evolutionary history. This perspective encouraged scientists to study animals not just as subjects of curiosity, but as beings with their own experiences and feelings. It led to a deeper appreciation of the complexity of animal behavior and the recognition that animals, like humans, have rich emotional lives. This sparked a renewed interest in animal behavior and cognition, leading to the development of the field of comparative psychology, which seeks to understand the mental processes of different species. Researchers began to design experiments to test the cognitive abilities of animals, exploring how they solve problems, communicate, and interact with their environment. These studies have revealed surprising levels of intelligence and adaptability in many species, from primates and birds to dogs and dolphins. The insights gained from this research have not only deepened our understanding of the animal mind, but also highlighted the importance of preserving the natural habitats that support these diverse forms of life. As we continue to explore the connections between humans and animals, Darwin's legacy remains a guiding light, reminding us of the intricate web of life that binds us all together. One of the biggest challenges in understanding dog emotions lies in the inherent language barrier that exists between humans and other species. While we can easily communicate our feelings through words, dogs rely on a complex system of body language, vocalizations, and scent signals. Learning to interpret these subtle cues is crucial to understanding the emotional lives of our canine companions. A wagging tail, for instance, is often seen as a universal sign of happiness in dogs. However, the speed, direction, and even the height of the wag can convey a range of emotions from excitement to anxiety. Similarly, a bark can signal a variety of things, from playfulness to fear to territoriality, depending on its pitch, duration, and context. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Thank you for your support.